among those watching and enjoying Arrieta at the plate comes catcher David Ross, who joins us here in the fourth. Dave, thanks for the time, and walk us through what was happening in the dugout when Jake hit the home run.
It was mayhem. I mean, guys were going crazy. Everybody's hugging one another. You know, it was you know, playoff atmosphere. Everybody's on the edge of their seat in here, and he hit it pretty good. We know how strong he is, and it got over that fence, and this dugout went crazy.
He's a little different dude, huh? We know all about the Pilates protocol. We're taking a look at the home run here again. I know there was an article that Tom Verducci did in spring training, Dave, about Jake and his training. This is a guy that wakes up with 24 ounces of cold water and then 24 ounces of cold pressed juice, and he goes about it a little differently than everybody else.
He does. I mean, it's one of those guys that is always conscious of what he's putting in his body and how he's treating his body. Works out like an animal. I've never seen. I mean, all our pitching staff does, but he's just different in the way he does it, and he's a big human being and puts a lot of good stuff in his body. It's impressive to be around every day.
David, I know you've caught a lot of pitchers in your day, but when you have had a chance to catch a Jake Arrieta, can you explain how much movement he's actually creating? I mean, every pitch has some kind of movement on it.
The tough part, I got to face him in Boston. He almost no-hit us in 14, and then I coming over here and catching him. The tough part is he's on the third base side of the rubber and throwing kind of across his body with a high front side, and he's bringing, you know, 94 to 96. Away and back, you know, it sinks back to the plate or into a righty, and he can dot that down the way pretty well. And he's got a 91 mile cutter off that to go with a really good curveball and a decent change. So he's got a repertoire for you, and can really he's got a lot of deception that he's featuring.
On the same token, you faced Madison Bumgarner. Explain how from the same side of the rubber as a left-hander, he throws across his body and creates some deception. Even though a right-handed hitter should have some advantage, he makes it tough on everybody when he's pitching as well as he does. You don't face that angle. I mean, it's like he's more rotational than most pitchers, and he's coming from a weird angle.
Great diving stop by Brandon Crawford in time to get Fowler.
That was nice.
Well, Crawford and Russell, two of the best shortstops in the National League, maybe in the game, and the arm strength speaks for itself as well.
Swing, Dex.
This is a guy who can absolutely run down the line. You see him throw and recoil.
What a play. Yeah, there's some gold up the middle in this game. These guys are impressive.
Crawford, the reigning Gold Glove winner at shortstop in the National League. There with two gone now. Here's Chris Bryant.
But Bum, to go back to your point, he's just coming from that, you know, in between sidearm and over the top, and he's got such deception. He throws that cutter that's coming in at you and just disappears. I mean, he's one of those guys you feel like you're right on that ball, and now he's mixing his breaking the ball even more. He's throwing me some change-ups, and he pitches to both sides of the plate, down and up. I mean, this guy is as good as it gets.
Counts 2 balls and no strikes to Chris Bryant. Dave, we appreciate the visit here with 2 out in the inning. I mean, we're the kind of guys that would ask you a question and then there's a ground ball to end it. So we'll save everybody that embarrassment and tell you thanks for joining us.
Or a homer. Or a homer.
Or, you know, even that possibly.
All right, let's think positive.
We appreciate the time, Dave.
Anytime, guys. Always a pleasure.